Hi friends, once again I welcome you all on my channel IELTS at Home. This is Navpreet, your host, guide and mentor. In today's video, we are going to learn how to make simple sentences, or we are going to learn the type 2 of simple sentences, that is has, have, had, will have. I mean in all form, present, past and future. With this video, we will complete our simple sentence topic. And if you haven't watched my previous video related to simple sentence, you can click on the I button on your screen and can find the link of that video. If you have any queries and suggestions, just write in the comment section below. And before starting my video, I would like to remind you all that I'm also on Facebook and Instagram. Just get the link of that by clicking the description box below. You can also watch my previous video related to IELTS, in which I explain the basic information or overview of IELTS along with the reading and listening module. So you can click on the I button. So without any further delay, let's start.
You can see on your screen simple sentences type 1 and type 2. In my previous video we have discussed type 1 present, past and future, and in today's video we are going to discuss type 2. All type 2, either they are present, past or future. So with this video you will complete your simple sentences topic, and after this video, in my upcoming video, we will discuss other concepts of grammar. On your screen you can see the simple sentences type 2 present. Firstly we will discuss present, then past and then future. And in present we use has and have for type 2. As I earlier mentioned that simple sentences are those in which subject doesn't perform any action or there is no verb. So same rule apply in type 1 and type 2. So here you can see the affirmative sentence and negative sentence on your screen. And as we know, there are 4 types: affirmative, negative, interrogative and negative interrogative. So to identify these sentences in Hindi form, you can find pass hai or may hai at the end of sentences in Hindi. So if you see the rule of affirmative sentence, you can see that firstly you need to write subject plus has or have plus object. We use has with third person singular and have with all other subjects. So if you see the examples, firstly मेरे पास एक किताब है. So मेरे means I have, मेरे पास I have a book. A book is the object, I is the subject, and have we use in simple sentences type 2 present. Because this is the subject I, so that's why we use have. If the subject is third person singular, then we use has. Like in second example, उसके पास एक कार है. He has a car. He is a singular, so we use has and then object a car. And I have also given other examples for clarity. In negative sentence, the rule is subject plus doesn't have, do not have, plus object. Here we use does not have with third person singular and do not have with plural. We are not using have not or has not because that is used in the tense, not in sentence, simple sentence. So in simple sentence, in present form, we use does not have or do not have. So you must not this main thing. And read the example. मेरे पास किताब नहीं है. मेरे I do not have, because we use do with I. Do not have a book. A book is a object. उसके पास कार नहीं है. उसके means he. He is a singular, third person singular, so we use does not have. He does not have a car. And one thing you need to note that we are not using has in negative sentence. We use have with all, either they are plural or singular. We use have, and but the main thing is we need to use do or does according to the subject. इस गिलास में पानी नहीं है. This glass does not have water. Is gilas, that is a subject, we use this gilas, and then we use according to rule does not, because this gilas is a singular, so we are talking about one gilas, so that's why we use does not have, and then our object, that is water. In simple sentences type 2 present interrogative, the rule is does and do in the starting, and then subject, then have, and then object. You can also make it WH question by putting it in the starting of the sentence. And I earlier explained that a simple sentence is what? When there is no action, there is no verb. You can see the example that first example, क्या आपके मोबाइल में गाने हैं? That is a question, interrogative sentence. So also there is no action in that. So that's why that is a simple sentence. Or also we are using has in affirmative only, not in negative, not in interrogative and negative interrogative. We use only have. So according to rule, we use does in the first example because mobile is a singular. So that's why we use does. Otherwise, with plural subjects we use do. So here, क्या आपके मोबाइल में गाने हैं? Does your mobile have songs? When the answer is in yes or no, then we are not using WH family. And next example is आपके पास क्या है? What do you have? Because you is a plural, so we use do. And उसके पास घर कब से है? कब से means since when. Since when does he? Because he is a third person singular, we use does. Have a house. House is a object. And क्या आपके दो भाई हैं? Do you have two brothers? हमारे पास कार क्यों नहीं है? Why do we have a car? So these all are the examples of interrogative sentence. Just try to do practice with these. You can understand all these. The main thing you need to keep in your mind, there is no action or verb in the simple sentences. And if you see the negative interrogative, the rule is same, just you need to put the not after subject. You can see the example. क्या उसके दो भाई नहीं हैं? Does he not have two brothers? We use not after he. He is a subject. And all the other rule, the rule is same as interrogative. आपके मोबाइल में गाने क्यों नहीं हैं? Why? Because यहाँ हमने क्वेश्चन पूछा है WH family का. So that's why we are using why. क्यों means why, and then according to rule we use do or does because mobile is a singular, so we use does, and then subject your mobile because ये negative है, that's why we are using not, and then have, and then object songs. Why does your mobile not have songs? We are not using has there. So there is a confusion in many students' mind because your mobile is a singular, we may use has, but no, that's not a rule. In simple sentences we are only using have. उसके पास घर कब से नहीं है? Since when does he not have a house? And there are more examples, you can read all to understand it better. So now we are going to our next slide, that is past simple sentences type 2. Well, there is no verb or action as I earlier explained in simple sentences, so same rule is in past. For type 2 simple sentences, the identification is past था, past थे, past थी, में था, में थे, में थी. So for affirmative you need to use had. The rule is subject plus had plus object. And one thing you must need to note that we are not using had in other types like negative interrogative and negative interrogative. There we use only have, but we use did. So firstly affirmative, subject plus had plus object. You can see the example. मेरे पास एक किताब थी. I had a book. उसके पास एक कार थी. He had a car. Either the subject is singular or plural, we use had with all. There is no confusion in the type of subjects. So if your sentence is negative, then you need to use subject plus did not have plus object. So here we are removing had and we are using did not have in simple sentences. We are not using had not because that is used in tense form, in past perfect tense. So here we are just using did not have in negative sentence. मेरे पास किताब नहीं थी. I, मेरे, did not have according to rule of simple sentence past. And then object a book. उसके पास कार नहीं थी. He did not have a car. इस गिलास में पानी नहीं था. This glass did not have water. So here is also there is no confusion about the do or does, because here we use did with all subjects. Now move to other types. Now you can see on your screen the past simple sentences type 2 interrogative or negative interrogative. For interrogative, you need to put did in the starting of the sentence and then use subject, then have, then object and question mark. And you can also make it WH question. Here we are not using had. Had is used with only affirmative sentence. In all other sentences we use have. So see the example. क्या आपके मोबाइल में गाने थे? Because here at the end of the sentence is the, it means that is in the past, and there is no action or verb, that is a simple sentence. So we use the past rule of simple sentences because there is a question mark, so that is an interrogative sentence. क्या आपके मोबाइल में गाने थे? Did your mobile have songs? Your mobile is singular, so there is no confusion here about singular or plural subject. We use did with all subject in the past. आपके पास क्या था? What did you have? उसके पास घर कब से था? कब से means since when. Did he have a house? So you can see all other example also. And then negative interrogative sentence, the rule is did plus subject plus not, because it's negative, so we use not and then have object and then question mark. You can also make it WH question, like in the example I make a WH question. आपके मोबाइल में गाने क्यों नहीं थे? क्यों means why. Why did your mobile, why, and then we use did and then subject your mobile, then not because it's negative, have songs. उसके पास घर कब से नहीं था? Since when did he not have a house? So these are the simple examples of past simple sentences type 2. Now we move to future. In simple future, we only use will have. And the identification in Hindi sentences pass hoga, may hoga, because it's the prediction about future. So that's why it's a future sentence, hoga, hogi, honge. So simple sentences type 2 future, the rule are written on your screen in the left side in the yellow box for all 4 type of sentences: affirmative, negative, interrogative and negative interrogative. For affirmative, rule is subject plus will have plus object, and if you want to make it negative, then you need to put not between will and have. You can see on your screen. Interrogative, for making it interrogative, you need to put will in the starting of the sentence and then you need to use subject and then have plus object question mark. And also you can make it WH by putting it in the starting of the sentence. And for negative interrogative, the rule is same as interrogative, but you need to put not after subject and then use have plus object and then question mark. You can see on the right side in the blue box, there are some examples of all these sentences. First example is, she will have a house next year. अगले साल उसके पास एक घर होगा. They will have something. उनके पास कुछ होगा. So in all the subjects, either they are singular or plural, we use will have with all for affirmative sentence. And another affirmative sentence is, that company will have 100 employees soon. उस company के पास 100 workers होंगे, जल्दी ही होंगे. He will have 2 children. उसके पास 2 बच्चे होंगे. You will not, this is a negative. You will not have enough money. तुम्हारे पास enough money नहीं होगी. My friend will not have plenty of clothes. मेरे दोस्त के पास बहुत सारे कपड़े नहीं होंगे. Will she have enough money? क्या उसके पास enough money होगी? This is interrogative. And another is a negative interrogative. Why will they not have a house? उनके पास घर क्यों नहीं होगा? Here I use why. This is a WH question because in the Hindi sentence we use क्यों. So these all are the examples of simple future sentences. Try to do practice of all these sentences. So here we completed our topic simple sentence. Now you can see on your screen the summary of all rules, present, past and future of type 2 simple sentences, affirmative, negative interrogative and negative interrogative. You can also take the screenshot of that screen. So you can do practice of these with their rules.